Need to know. Saint Cecilia. Saint Cecilia, the name Cecilia meaning of the plebeian clan of Cecilia.
Cecilia? That's easy for you to say.
I think it's Cecilia, I'm not sure.
Cecilia?
Cecilia, because I think it's connected to Sicily. So
yeah,
let's go with
that.
Cecilia.
Let's go with that.
She was a Roman martyr, isn't it always the way?
Yeah.
Venerated as the saint of music and musicians.
There's a saint for music and musicians.
Well, there's a saint for almost everything, to be fair. Check out our Need to Know series and you'll learn as much.
What makes her the saint of music then?
Well, her martyrdom took on a musical tone when her parents forced her to marry a pagan nobleman named Valerian, who would become Saint Valerian, by the way, somewhere between 176 and 180 AD. During the wedding, Cecilia performed a type of musical protest and sat apart from the guests, singing her heart out to God. Remember, at this time, the Romans had their pagan gods, and Christianity was seen as something of an insult to Roman culture, its practice usually ending in death.
Awkward. So what did her new husband think of his singing bride?
Well, Valerian wasn't actually a bad chap, as it goes. Cecilia told him that he was to respect her virginity, for she was being looked over by an angel of the Lord. He asked to see the angel, to which she replied he could if he went to the third milestone on the Via Appia and be baptized by Pope Urban. I'm going to say Urban.
Is it Urban or is it Pope Urbane?
Or is it Urban?
Pope Urban Outfitters.
Listeners, you choose. You've got three options, which the ever-curious man did, only to see an angel stood beside her, which must have been something of a shock, I would imagine.
Look, to be honest, this is all rather pleasant, relatively, so far. Where's the martyrdom?
As we know, there were a lot of furious Romans patrolling the empire looking for Christians to make into need-to-know articles. Enter Prefect Tertius Almachius, I think that's how you pronounce it, who executed Valerian and his brother Tiburtius. Just like that. It seems
Ouch.
Cecilia escaped, but not for long. She was found and struck 3 times on the neck with a sword, which she survived for 3 days, and asked the Pope to convert her home into a church.
Sorry, she survived having her neck hit with a sword.
Listen, there was an angel in this story, remember? As well you know. Anyway, her legacy has been impressive, and she is considered one of the most famous of the Roman martyrs.
So what is her legacy?
Well, in a world where music is one of the best ways to tell a story, wouldn't you agree?
Mm-hmm.
Transmit emotion and explore the unknown, she has a worthy platform as the saint of hymns, great musicians, poets, and pipe organs. I'm going to do an accent now. The Accademia Nazionale di Santa Cecilia in Rome.
Oh, that was an Italian accent.
That was an Italian accent. Is one of the oldest musical institutions in the world, and her feast day, November the 22nd, became an occasion for grand musical concerts and festivals that inspired well-known poems by John Dryden and Alexander Pope, as well as music by Henry Purcell. You might
Henry Purcell.
Purcell. Hey, listener, you choose. Ode to Cecilia, and a whole archive of creative output across generations. You can listen to that at the text version of this article, which is on our site.
Or click on the links in the description or the link on the screen right now.
You've got options, listener. You can even see her on the old British £20 notes. You remember physical cash money?
Oh, yeah, those were the days.
On the reverse side from Sir Edward Elgar, there is a miniature Saint Cecilia below, I think it's Worcester.
Worcester. Go back to Worcester. Worcester. You're not Spanish.
Cathedral.
You're not Spanish.
I did it on purpose. Worcester Cathedral. I love that word. It's very confusing for foreign people.
It's actually the west face of Worcester Cathedral, by the way.
Exactly.
So how do we celebrate on November the 22nd?
Well, it's common for music festivals to be held around that time. But we recommend simply enjoying some music. If you like music, if you play an instrument, bang out a tune. If not, stick some tunes on and have a little boogie. Just not reggaeton. Not reggaeton. Never reggaeton. Reggaeton is the devil's music.
Yeah. Thanks for all the music, Saint Cecilia.